Bow our heads. Lord, I just thank you for the reason for being here tonight, Lord. I just thank you for the opportunity to just be able to celebrate the promotions, Lord, of a lot of hard work, Lord, a lot of dedication, and just the enjoyment for this job, Lord. Just thank you for everyone that's here to support the folks that are being promoted tonight. And I just thank you for our time together. Thank you for this meal tonight, Lord, everybody that prepared it, and all that are serving it. And say this in your name. Amen. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, so we're going to start this evening's program. We want to notify or recognize some, we'll call them VIP members here tonight. We appreciate their attendance. And so we're going to start with the keynote speaker. He'll be introduced again here shortly, but we'll recognize him again now, the Honorable Judge Dale Juror, 16th District, Culpeper Circuit Court. Then we have Town Manager Chris Hively. Town Mayor Frank Reeves Jr. Council Member Janie Schmidt. Council Member Billy Yao and his lovely wife Julie. Council Member Joe Short and his lovely wife Vanessa. The Environmental Director Services Director and Assistant Town Manager, Jim Hoy. Also from the Town of Culpeper, Treasurer and Director of Finance, Howard Cartel. From the Virginia State Police, we have Sergeant Mark Baker. From Culpeper County, we have Commonwealth's Attorney Russ Rabb. Deputy Assistant Commonwealth Attorney Maggie Cleary. We have Sheriff Tim Chilton. We have Chief Deputy Mark Jones. And we have Star Cadet Allie. And last but not least, we have the lovely Mrs. White, Missy White, Culpeper County Treasurer, my wife. All right, we're going to start with some remarks from Town Manager Chris Hively. While he's on his way, I will say that Mr. Hively was appointed town manager January 21st, 2015. He's a Virginia native. He holds a bachelor's degree from the Virginia Military Institute and a graduate certificate in local government management from Virginia Polytech Institute. So please welcome Chris Hively.
Good evening, everyone. Wow, it's hard to believe it's been over a year since we've been in this venue. And again, this year we have 6 new promotions. That's really exciting to me. I love to see the promotions because that means y'all are getting something that's very well deserved, and it's great to see that upward advancement in the town. I'm truly honored with this special and important occasion. And at these events, I'm always humble and thankful for participating in these events, and thankful that we actually have individuals still that are willing to take on the jobs that y'all take on, very, very tough jobs, especially during these very difficult times. And for y'all that excel with these duties, I'm really thankful for you and appreciate everything you do for that. I look at each of you, and I am proud of your accomplishments. that each of you have made, and I know this doesn't come without sacrifice, not only on the part of yourself, but also on the part of your families. And I'd be remiss if I didn't take this opportunity to thank the families for supporting you, both in good times and in bad times. Without the support that you do, these officers could not be where they are today. So thank you very, very much for that. On behalf of Culpeper, I would also like to thank each of you, as well as the other officers that are here tonight, for your continued sacrifice and commitment and for keeping Culpeper safe. I applaud you for accepting these additional responsibilities in a professional and impartial manner, reflecting the department's core values of commitment, service, integrity, and community. And again, congratulations, and I wish success as you look forward to these additional responsibilities that are entrusted to you. And I look forward to working with you in the future. My office is always open. Please come by and see me. If there's anything I can do, I'm definitely there to help you. So thank you very much. I would like to now turn it over to the Honorable Mayor Frank Reeves. Frank always has very good, great words of wisdom to impart. So thank you.
Let's see. Let me get my little notes. It's an honor to be here with you today to participate in this special ceremony. A promotion is an indication of what years and years of hard work, commitment led to. I understand that for each of you, this moment didn't come easy. It came with a lot of devotion, hard work, learning, and improving. This is a wholehearted achievement. And to all the family members here to play a crucial role supporting these officers as they move forward in this agency, it wasn't easy. We only get there with the help of our family. So I want to thank all the family members for all you have done for these officers. The Culpeper Police Department is getting better and stronger. Where there are new records to be set, I think we only just begun to find out what this department can do to protect and serve the people of this town, to build a closer relationship with our citizens in every neighborhood and bind us together. Thank you and congratulations.
All right, next we'll have our keynote speaker, Judge Del Jur. Judge Durr is Circuit Court Judge for the 16th Judicial District here in the Commonwealth of Virginia, here in Culpeper, where he tries criminal and civil cases. He has served as a judge for approximately 9 years. Prior to his service as a judge, Mr. Durr served as an assistant and deputy Commonwealth's attorney here in Culpeper County, and as a special assistant United States attorney for the Western District of Virginia. He graduated from the University of Virginia in 1994 with a Bachelor of Arts degree in government and received his law degree from American University, the Washington College of Law, in 2000. Following Mr. Durr's graduation from law school, he joined local law firm here of Davies, Barrow, Will, Llewellyn, and Edwards as an associate attorney, focusing on criminal defense and domestic relations. During Mr. Durr's time in private practice, he served as a court-appointed attorney for indigent criminal defendants and as a guardian ad litem for juveniles. In March of 2004, he debated Stephen Bright on the merits of capital punishment at Yale Law School. Mr. Durr is an active member of the Virginia and District of Columbia bars. Judge Durr serves as an adjunct professor of law at the George Washington University Law School, American University's Washington College of Law, and the Catholic University of America, Columbus School of Law in Washington, D.C. Judge Durr co-authored the Evidence Casebook, Evidence Common Law and Federal Rules of 7th edition with Professor Wesley M. Oliver and Professor Courage W. Trichta. Without further ado, Judge Durr.
Good evening. It's my honor and privilege to be with you tonight. The Deputy Chief and I have some things in common. We both are graduates of American University's Washington College of Law. We both are wearing eyeglasses, and I'm told in about a year I'll need a hearing aid as well. So it's good to be with you. I ran out of the office tonight and left my outline for what I was going to talk to you about. on my desk, so you may get a little bit more of a stream of consciousness and random thoughts from Judge Durer than you otherwise thought you might. But first, let me congratulate the 6 people who are being promoted tonight. This is no small feat because you are being promoted on what you've accomplished in the past. But equal among that is the hope of what you're going to accomplish in the future. There's something about you that the police department has decided shows great promise, great strength, and the great potential for leadership. And leadership is hard because you have to make decisions that people are not always happy with. So I want you to take a look at your family and friends around you tonight and see how happy they are, see how happy all of us are, because when you start supervising people and making decisions that make them unhappy, your family and friends are going to be the only people you have left to talk about or talk to. So congratulations. And it is no easy feat because of the work that you're involved in. It requires a servant's heart. It requires a lot of commitment. It requires a lot of dedication. And it's a path that most people are unwilling and unable to walk. You are the first line of defense for a lot of things. And I commend you for that. I commend you for taking that effort and taking that step. I wanted to talk to you tonight a little bit about what I think leadership means. And I did 3 things, or I accomplished 3 things this past weekend. I finished watching The Sopranos, which I would highly recommend to anyone. I finished divorcing a couple who could not agree on the day of the week. And then I finished reading a wonderful book that really had an impact on me called The Leadership Style of Jesus by Dr. Michael Youssef, who's a pastor in Atlanta. And one of the things that struck me about that book that I want to share with you tonight very quickly is how Jesus' leadership style really mirrors what we ought to accomplish today. But before I get into that, I have to tell you the same thing I told a doubting friend of mine over the weekend. He said, how do you know all of this stuff that you talk about? Or he referred to us as you Christians. How do you know it's true? And I said, well, it's easy for me to tell you that it's true because there are several facts about Jesus and Christianity that are really undisputed. One, he actually walked the earth. There's not a scholar out there that will tell you that he's made up. 2, he was actually killed. And there isn't anyone out there who will tell you that he wasn't killed because the students of history out here know that the Romans were very, 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 very good at executing people. It's one of the few things they did very well. 3, it's undisputed, pretty much, that he was in a tomb. 4, that tomb was empty. 5, his 12 disciples before he died, or right after he died, were really, really cowards. They all ran away from him. Only one of the disciples showed up to his crucifixion. However, a very short time after that, all of them believed that they had seen the risen Jesus. And what's striking about that is all 12 of them died really horrible deaths, with the exception of John, and none of them recanted. So I would feel beyond comfortable going into a courtroom and arguing that the resurrection and the Gospels are actually true because of the enormous historical evidence that supports it. But enough about that. What about Jesus' leadership style should you emulate? And there's really 2 things I think you ought to emulate. The first is that Jesus served with a servant's heart. And what does that mean? Well, the first thing is this. He acknowledged those who came before him, such as John the Baptist, Moses, and Abraham. And the piece of advice I would leave with you tonight is make sure you focus on the shoulders of the giants that got you here. The Roscoe Fords, the Chris Jenkinses, the Nate Jaspers, who always went above and beyond to do what is right. Service to others is the leadership role that Jesus wants everyone to emulate. It's putting yourself in the back seat to other people, because that's what's important. And it can be something as small as opening the door for someone or mowing someone's lawn who needs it. But the idea of putting service above self is something that you need to take with you when you walk out of here tonight, because it's extremely important. The second thing I want to talk to you about is Jesus focused on the little things. And it's striking that he said, if you can't be faithful in something small, how are you going to be faithful in something big? And the great leaders of our time, John Wooden, for example, would spend the first practice of every year teaching the UCLA basketball team how to put on their shoes, roll up their socks, because he didn't want them to get blisters. Because he said if they got blisters, then they couldn't play. And everything fell from that. And so I think the little things really do matter, because little things lead to big things. And if you do the little things well, if you do the little things well that you're entrusted with, then that's going to lead to bigger things. The other reason I tell you to pay attention to the little things is that little sins often become big sins. The man who broke every commandment in the Bible, in my view, but was a man after God's own heart, was David, who started with an inappropriate look, then an inappropriate thought, and then adultery, deception, and murder. So little things turn into big things. So making sure that you show up on time, making sure that you treat everyone the way that you would want to be treated is, I think, in some small way, what we need to do as a society to bring ourselves together. I commend you for the life and the career that you have chosen. I wish you well. We all have you in our thoughts and prayers. Go forward and make the world a better place. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Judge Durr. I hate to admit this. I've been in front of you an awful lot of times, but I think that's the first time I've ever heard every word that you've said. Yeah. All right. So next we're going to get ready to start with our promotions. I was told not to do this, but I don't listen all the time. So, all right. So we come with Chief Settle. Chief Settle has been with the Town of Culpeper Police Department since 1997. His first vehicle was a horse. He started as a police officer then. He is a lifelong resident of Culpeper and a graduate from Culpeper County High School in 1992. He obtained his bachelor's degree of science, criminal justice from Radford University in 1997, and the big accomplishment, his master's in public safety from the University of Virginia in 2023. He completed a postgraduate program through the Virginia Chiefs of Police Foundation to include Institute on Leadership of Changing Times at Virginia Tech, the Professional Executive Leadership School at the University of Richmond School of Business, and he attended the Virginia Department of Forensic Science Academy in 2003. He's worked in various roles here at the police department, the rank of sergeant, lieutenant, captain, and prior the rank of major before becoming the chief in January of 2023. Chief Settle has also served on numerous boards and volunteered within Culpeper on numerous different agencies, including SAFE. He is the accreditation manager from 2005 to 11 at the police department, and he oversaw the agency's accreditation and reaccreditation in 2017, 14, and 2021. So, without further ado, Chief Settle.
Well, I had a great speech lined up tonight, but Judge Durr, as always, stole my speech. So I'm gonna have to wing it. But no, I thank everybody for being here. This is a special night, not only for our agency, but I know the 6 honorees and their family. I hate this stuff. I hate public speaking, as it might be a surprise to you guys, because as Chilton knows, the chief said I never a microphone I didn't like, but that's not true. So my wife told me when I left the house this morning, said, just remember, just think about everybody's dressed as clowns in the audience. So I've never seen John Barone in a different perspective of light like I see him now. So John, so I know he's going to get me back for that. So, but having said that, a couple of brief remarks, and I just actually just jotted them down as I was sitting here just thinking. Like Culpeper, you know, there's so much political discord, community discord all over, all three levels of government, right? So we got federal, state. You watch the TV at nighttime, you see people calling names and just no decorum and no respect. And you see it on a state level. You see it on a local level where you see, you know, you see board of supervisors or not our town council, but town council meetings, school boards, you know, 3 a.m. meetings and, you know, the fighting and the fussing. And, you know, some of that's not that far from here, a quick drive. And you kind of wonder, why does not that happen here in Culpeper? Well, I can tell you why. It's leadership. And go to the judge's point of view. We have proven leadership here in our community that makes sure that that doesn't happen. And all the way from our town council, our mayor, the leadership they exhibit every day on a monthly basis and getting the town's work done. Our board of supervisors, our school board, our town manager and our management team staff, the leadership they exhibit every day, make sure that does not happen because it's proven leadership. You can make an argument that those other communities out there has failed leadership because of various factors and issues going on. But I'll tell you that you ask why, you know, why does, oh, look around the room. I mean, look at the sheriff. I mean, it's the 7 months that leadership he's exhibited in 7 months to turn that thing around. So round of applause for him for doing that. So, proven leadership. I know Russ is sitting in the back of the room and Maggie, you know, they're running an agency, you know, for the last 7 months. And Missy, so there is leadership. Captain Terrell in the back, what kind of leadership he exhibits on a daily basis, and Richard and Nick. I mean, you can just look around a room, all around this room, it's leadership. And that's why we're, as my predecessor will always say, that's why we live in a bubble. We are in a bubble here, and it's a good bubble, and it's a strong bubble that we just don't have that stuff here, and we like to keep the bubble. And you ask, why are we in the bubble? Well, again, it comes to leadership. And what about leadership is the most important? It's the people. The people makes leadership. And how's this circle around? It's like, heck and heck, why are you talking about this stuff when we talk about these 6 honorees? Well, I'll circle back. I'll make an argument that let's focus on our 6 nominees tonight. They have exhibited some type of leadership. They have shown potential to be leaders in the future, to be greater leaders than the way they are now. They have shown the ability for those to follow them. They have shown the ability to make decisions when it's really not the most, the best situation. They make those hard decisions when you really don't want to make them. They're willing for their others under them to have greater successes than they enjoy their successes themselves. That's what leadership is, and I'll attest what the judge stated that that leadership is about the people, and what makes Culpeper so great is you guys. So our 6 nominees tonight, our 6 honorees have exhibited that, and I do appreciate that. And their families, thank you for being here from the bottom of my heart, for supporting them. I know it's not easy. It's a lifetime commitment for not only for the police officers here, but for their families. And I don't take that for granted one bit. So thank you to the families. A big round of applause for the families here tonight. So I was told that didn't take that much long. The girls said, don't take no more than 5 minutes. So I'm gonna try to wrap this up. But just to the 6 of you guys being honored tonight, thank you for being who you are and standing for our community, standing for each other, standing for yourself, standing for me, and standing for the agency. So I can't think of a better way to honor you guys tonight. And I look forward to seeing what the future beholds for each of you. It's very exciting. It's an exciting part of my job to see you guys grow and continue through your careers here at the police department. So without further ado, we will honor our officers. So I think the first one, thanks to Al in the back who's kind of keeping us all straight here. So I'm going to call Kenny Argueta up. Kenny? Come on up, Kenny. Master Police Officer Kenny Argueta. Stand right here. And I'm going to ask the town manager, the mayor, and the Honorable Judge Durr to come forward as well. I can't see you. Master, I know you can't see up here, can you? See, I told you. Master Police Officer Kenny Argueta is an officer in the Operations Division of the Police Department. During his 6-year career with the Culpeper Police Department, Kenny has completed his General Instructor certification and is a member of the Culpeper SWAT team and drone teams. He previously served on the department's accident reconstruction team and as a CMV motor carrier officer within the Virginia State Police. Kenny is consistently one of the department's highest DUI enforcers, that's a fact, and as a first-generation child of immigrant parents from El Salvador, he hopes to encourage and motivate others within the Hispanic community. One of the department's 2 Spanish-speaking officers, Kenny helped bridge the gap between the Hispanic community and the Culpeper Police Department. Kenny is committed to continuing to grow as a law enforcement officer devoted to his fellow officers and keeping his community safe. As a father, he strives to be a role model to his 2, looks like very active boys. So without further ado, the major, the badge. His son, Oliver, his big 3-year-old, is going to pin his badge on this evening. Very good. Kenny, I do hereby appoint you to the rank of Master Police Officer of the Town of Culpeper Police Department on such 27th day of June 2024. Signed, Chris B. Settle, Chief of Police, Culpeper Police Department. Frank Reeves Jr., Mayor, Town of Culpeper. Thanks, Kenny. Appreciate it.
Thanks, sir.
Any words?
Bro, I did not actually. Luckily, I took my general instructor school, so it kind of helped me out a little bit. I'm just happy to see some of the officers that I actually began here with. Last and I started about the same time. Haymaker was kind of like the chopping axe is what he calls it. He kind of straightened me up into becoming the officer that I am now. So I'm happy to see him get promoted here today on the same day that I'm also being acknowledged for this. So those 2 definitely made a big difference for me. Officer Sane, who's keeping me busy with the DUIs and all as well, our little competitions that we have. And then I'm happy to see you as chief and as the sheriff now. So can't wait to see what we do in the future as well. Thank you.
Walk the gauntlet. And I think Julia, right, we'll have a picture session after all this. I'm pretty sure of that. All right, who's next? Michael Barone, come forward. That's right. NYPD style. Michael Barone is a dedicated law enforcement officer with a passion for serving his community. He holds an associate's degree in police science from Germannic Community College, where he majored in police science and minored in career studies. In addition to his degree, Michael also earned a certificate in police science and career studies, showcasing his commitment to his field. Coming from a close-knit family, as you can tell, that includes his 2 sisters, Daniela and Gabriella, and his mother, Matilda, and his father, John, who serves as a detective for the Culpeper Police Department, who now holds the same rank, by the way. Michael's upbringing was deeply rooted in the world of law enforcement. His familial influence, particularly with his father's profession, instilled in him a profound appreciation for the field from a young age. Since 2014, Michael has been actively involved in law enforcement, prioritizing community safety above all else. He is a valued member of the Culpeper SWAT team and serves as a canine handler to his loyal companion, Hawk, John's grandson. Michael's dedication to his profession is evident with his multiple instructorships, which he leverages for departmental and academy training purposes. Happily married to a supportive wife, Tatiana, Michael embodies professionalism and dedication in all aspects of law enforcement career. With a strong foundation in education and a supportive family and a genuine passion for serving and protecting his community. His father, Master Police Officer John Brown, will do the honors of pinning his badge on. Badge. Michael? Michael, he is probably the department's idea giver to the chief. All ideas come through Mike. Every proposal, every equipment proposal, every training proposal, everything you can name in law enforcement comes from Michael to me. And mostly it's been implemented. We've implemented everything pretty much, the vest carriers was a big thing, man. The vest key was on the vest carriers. So Michael has been a true instrumental person to the police department over the years, looking after all the guys and getting equipment. So Michael Barone, I hereby appoint him the rank of Master Police Officer of the town of Culpeper, such 27th day of June, 2024. Signed, Chief Chris B. Settle, Mayor Frank Reeves, Jr. Congratulations, Michael.
Thank you, sir. God, I hate doing this. So I'm going to make this short and sweet. Thank you to my family for all the support, all my fellow coworkers that are here, Chief, Major, Sheriff. Couldn't have done this without any of you guys, so thank you so much.
Mr. Austin Rustick, come on up. The man that keeps our streets safe. Austin Rustick has been with the Colorado Police Department for 4 years and is currently assigned to the Operations Division as an officer. He came to the department from Fairfax County Police Department, where he was an officer there for 2 years. He lives locally in Culpeper with his family, and when he was not at work, he enjoys spending time with them and reading. He has a bachelor's degree from criminal justice and is currently serving on the department's field training and UAV drone teams. Austin, his wife Emily and her partners up here, her partners in crime, will be pinning his badge on. Austin Rustick, I do hereby appoint you to the rank of Master Police Officer, Town of Culpeper Police Department on the such 27th day of June, 2024. Signed, Chief Chris B. Settle, Mayor Frank Reeves, Jr. Congratulations, Austin. The floor is yours.
Thank you to everyone who's helped me get to this point in my career, and I look forward to continuing here in Culpeper with you all.
All right, next we have Todd Dorica. Todd could not be with us tonight. Todd, I'll read his bio first, and we'll talk a little bit about Todd. Todd's a unicorn, and we'll explain why in a second. Todd Dorica is a 26-year veteran of law enforcement. He has served the majority of his career as a detective assigned to the investigations of a variety of cases, including homicide, fraud, child exploitation, and cyber crimes. He has served as a task force officer with the FBI, U.S. Secret Service, and the U.S. Marshal Service. In his current role as the Senior Police Technology Officer at the Culpeper Police Department, Todd manages the AT&T FirstNet program, the Axon Body One camera program, mobile police computers, license plate reader program, and the Vigilance security camera system program. Todd has received specialized training in computer and cell phone forensics and maintains a forensic lab to assist detectives with seized electronic evidence. His extensive experience working complex investigations, assignments to multiple federal task forces, and his expertise in forensics and police technology make Todd a valuable asset to the Culpeper Police Department. So that's Todd's bio. Todd unfortunately couldn't be here tonight. As Deputy Chief Jones knows, working with Todd and Falk here for many years, and as we know at the Culpeper Police Department, Todd And when I said Todd's a unicorn, Todd works for the IT department. He is an employee of the IT department. He's a retired law enforcement officer. He is a sworn officer with the Culpeper Police Department, but again, he still works for IT. Todd handles all of our IT needs, handles our accident body-worn camera, like I said. How many password resets has he done in this building for our officers here? I mean, how many times have you kind of called him in the middle of the night for a password reset? But I will tell you, and the sheriff will tell you, the value of someone like Todd Dorica. He is a unicorn, and I know the sheriff probably wishes he can have him too. And we do share him a little bit with the sheriff's office, but everybody asks me about how did you get Todd? How does that work? And he is a special asset, a special human being that fits a certain skill set you just can't find anywhere. A lot of agencies look for a Todd that they can't find him. He is one in a billion. And I appreciate Todd, and I know he's vacationing up in upstate New York right now with his family, but we appreciate Todd, and we congratulate him for him earning the rank of Master Police Officer. So thank you, Todd. I think the manager calls from time to time, too, for his password reset, too, I think. All 14 passwords we got. Matthew Haymaker. Matthew Haymaker was born in Anchorage, Alaska, while his father was stationed there as a military police investigator. In 1994, he graduated from Frankfurt American High School in Frankfurt, Germany. Prior to law enforcement, he was a computer network security engineer for the federal government. He left computer networking to work in law enforcement after being a volunteer firefighter for 2 years and joined community service. Matt chose law enforcement career due to his issues he observed within the community with narcotics and wanted to be proactive in removing them from the community. In 2007, he began his law enforcement career with the Spotsylvania County Sheriff's Office as a patrol officer and served on the SWAT team. In 2012, he started employment with the Culpeper Police Department. Throughout his career with the department, Matt has worked on the Blue Ridge Narcotics and Gang Task Force and is currently a K-9 handler with a second K-9, Raina, since December 2021. If you never met Raina, you definitely need to meet Raina. She is one of a kind, too. I lost my spot. Yeah. He is a supervisor for the town's K-9 program and a team leader for the SWAT team. Matt became a sergeant on patrol in February 2024 and supervises the midnight shift. He is a field training officer and has trained multiple new officers within the department. Matt is certified through the American Society for K-9 Trainers as a K-9 instructor. As an instructor for the Handlers Basic School, he is tasked with training and developing the department's K-9 teams. Matt has a 10-year-old daughter, Marissa, who he spends all his spare time with. So Matt was selected back in February as a sergeant, and as we all know, sergeants are probably, Jacob, no offense, sergeants are probably one of your more critical roles in any agency, and so we lean a lot on Matt, and so far he has held every standard we've held him to, and he's doing a great job. So thank you for Matt. Thank you. Stick them. Good job, good job. Matthew Haymaker, I do hereby appoint him to the rank of Sergeant for the town of Culpeper Police Department on such 8th day of February 2024. Signed, Chief Chris B. Settle and Mayor Frank Reeves, Jr. Congratulations, Matthew.
As everybody knows, I'm not much for talking. I just want to thank the department for the opportunity to lead a group, as well as the chief for allowing me to be the first one to keep a K-9 as a sergeant. So, and then for the major leading for the SWAT team to move forward and do better things within the community and make it safer.
Last but not least, Lieutenant Jacob Neal. Being assisted by Allie, his wife. She's getting ready. Jacob Neal is a graduate of the Shenandoah University with a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. He was a student athlete playing baseball during his time at Shenandoah. He has been employed with the department since 2017 and is currently assigned a patrol lieutenant for the 3rd Platoon. During his employment with the Culpeper Police Department, he has been a member of the Street Crimes Unit, Criminal Investigations Division, Blue Ridge Narcotics and Gang Task Force, ERT, Police Mountain Bike Team, Firearms Instructor, and Patrol Officer. Geez, how many years have you been here? He grew up in Spotsylvania County, Virginia, where he currently resides with his wife Allison, 2 boys, Holden and Dean. And their 2 labs, Bo and Mercy. I know, just like his kids too, I do know that for a fact. When Jacob is not working, he enjoys spending time with his family and his outdoors. His hobbies include hunting, fishing, and dog training. He is thankful for his family and all the love and support they have provided him over the years. Mr. Allie, do the honors. Just getting used to this. Jacob Neal, I do hereby appoint him to the rank of Lieutenant, Town of Culpeper Police Department, such from the 8th day of February 2024, signed Chief Chris B. Settle, Mayor Frank Reeves, Jr. Congratulations.
Thanks, sir.
Ooh, another speech. I think everybody hit the nail on the head tonight. Culpeper, from Town Council, Police Department, Commonwealth Attorney's Office back there. Culpeper's just been a phenomenal place, and it's been a true blessing, making that decision to come here, and enjoyed every moment of it. Thank you all for the opportunity. Guys back in the back, night shift, 3rd Platoon, y'all make it worth coming in every night. So, yeah, thankful for the opportunity to keep on going forward. So, yep, thank you.
Did I forget anybody? I'm good. I will tell you, even hearing what they had to say, not knowing they were going to speak tonight, makes me in awe and makes me feel like we promoted the right people, and that's always refreshing. But I do, before I turn it over back to the Major, I do, and I know he's going to say this too, but I want to say it. I do appreciate our police officers and our civilian staff. I know Lisa's here, and I know Rebecca and everybody else, and Patricia, the girls in the back, the patrol guys. I'm not quite sure where y'all down the road, but I'm just kidding. I do appreciate you guys being here to support your fellow officers. I think that's very important. I know it means a lot to them, and it means a lot to me. So thank you guys for being here. And I'll turn it over back to the Major before I get emotional about something. And Nick, it's all yours.
Hard to follow. I will say, Mike, I really appreciate you recommending the shoes that everybody's wearing tonight. That was probably one of your best ones. Just wanted to throw you under the bus on that. All right, next, this is something that the police department has done for a long time. Captain Terrell, can you come up? We are going to take the oath of office. We've already done it once today for some new hires. We're going to do it again. So if you're sworn law enforcement, state police, sheriff's office, please feel free to stand up, or anybody else that might have a badge. Mr. Commonwealth.
If you would raise your right hand, repeat after me. On my honor, I will never betray my badge, my integrity, my character, or the public trust. I will always have the courage to hold myself and others accountable for our actions. I will always uphold the Constitution, the community, and the agency I serve. So help me God. Thank you.